Open the effing strait! Say pretty please. What? No way! Oh, then no deal. This is ridiculous!
Like, what the heck, man? This war with Iran, you know, I don't understand it. It's so confusing to me. Can someone please explain it?
Well, what's so confusing about it, old timer? The war's over. The war's over. Oh, well, wait, no, it's not. Never mind. It's not over. Israel just pulled us back into it. Never mind.
Okay. So, what's going on? Everything's so confusing. It makes my head hurt to like think about it, and I don't know what to believe anymore. I can't even keep track of what's happening, and everybody says all these conflicting things. You just don't know what to believe.
Okay, old timer. I've listened to everything. I got a really good grasp on it, and I'll explain it to you. Okay, so stay with me on it.
Okay. So explain it to me. You know, I've listened to all the things, but it just makes my head want to explode. You know, so if you can explain it to me, I would appreciate it.
Okay. So in late March, U.S. and Israel, mostly the U.S., attacked Iran to eliminate their nuclear capabilities. Just wipe it out. You know, get rid of it. That's why we did it. Yes, we did.
Like, why did we get into this in the first place? Why is it our business? I don't understand.
Yeah. That was strikes, to eliminate Iran's nuclear capabilities, and that was a great thing. It was a great success. Trump declared that their nuclear capabilities were 100% wiped out, gone completely.
Wait. I heard about this thing called Operation Midnight, where we bombed the shit out of them with the new B-2 bomber things, you know, nobody can see. And we used these bombs that went way down deep and went one after another until we destroyed their nuclear capabilities, and that was complete and total. Trump said that. I heard him say it. The capabilities are gone. So you know, what the F actual?
Now, hold on there, old timer. Just hold on. Not so fast. So the strikes in March, you see, they killed Iran's supreme leader. So we knew that if you kill the supreme leader, their leader, then the war is over. You win the war, right? Leader's gone, war is over. So total victory. It's over. Done and deal. Finito, capiche. Okay?
Okay. Then please explain to me why we start an all-out war in March to do the same thing all over again, which we already did. You know, like, it don't make sense. Make it make sense, please. Please.
Okay, so, well, you know, Iran started retaliating for some reason. Nobody really knows why, but, you know, they got upset and they started retaliating.
All right. I'm tracking that.
Maybe, but, you know, the war didn't end like we thought it would. You know.
And then what happened?
Yeah, well, you know, yeah. Nobody saw that coming, though. But so get this. Iran escalated things by closing the Strait of Hormuz, and that was a big deal. You know, it was a big deal. A big deal.
Let me take a stab at this here. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but maybe I don't know, just maybe it had something to do with us killing their leader and all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah, so at this point, you know, we can't stop it even if we wanted to, unfortunately.
Well, of course they did. You know, Hatfields and McCoys kind of thing. It's one of these things that you just get started and you can't stop because ain't nobody got no common sense. And you gotta keep poking each other and doing chest butts, and then you start slapping, and then you start poking in the eye, and then you bring out the knives and the guns.
But hey, there's good news. There's good news. On March 15th, Trump declared total victory, total, complete and total victory.
Well, then everybody started freaking out about the price of oil because the price of oil makes the price of life higher. I know because I can't even afford to fill up my old 77 Chevy pickup truck no more. So I gotta use the moonshine that I usually sell for my spending cash. But you know, people are freaking out because they can't buy food and they can't afford to go nowhere. Like I heard England once kind of thought it owned the United States of America, that they had to like stop all the flights in and out of London because they ain't got enough jet fuel. Well, I think I'm gonna contact whoever's in charge of England and offer to sell them some of my moonshine because I think that'd run them their jet engines really well. What do you think? No?
But hey, there's good news. There's good news. On March 15th, Trump declared total victory, total, complete and total victory.
Well, now that's good. Okay, but then what happened?
Well, you know, the war continued.
Wait. But he said total victory, didn't he?
Well, it's kind of like things just, you know, going on and on and on. It's like a, you know, a journey, the Appalachian Trail, hiking that. It just goes on, and you just keep going. That's all. You just keep going.
Well, now that there just sounds downright misleading to me. Well, what do I know?
Well, don't worry about that. That's really not important because remember the time that Iran was negotiating on us with the ceasefire? That was a really good thing. So, you know, we have to keep on the positive side of things.
Yeah, I remember that. So then what happened? What become of that?
Well, you know, Israel killed Iran's negotiators. So there's that. So, you know, after that happened, the negotiations kind of fell apart. And, well, the fighting continued.
Now, just why in tarnation would they do that? That don't make no sense to me. Someone comes over to your house and wants to talk about a broken window, you talk with them. You don't kill them. That don't make no sense. Someone sensify that sense, because it ain't sensifying.
But, you know, as the war drug on, in late March, you know, Iran's military was so devastated that Trump was able to say, and I quote, "They have nothing left. We've knocked out their missiles. At this point, they're basically shooting at our pilots with BB guns." That's kind of like a Nixon thing, isn't it? Oh well. No match for our big, beautiful, brand new F-35s and F-15s.
Well, there's good news. Then what happened? Come on, don't leave me hanging out.
Well, then Iran shot down 2 of our airplanes. I think it was one F-15 and one F-35.
Well, now hold on there just a minute. Did they actually use BB guns? Because I got me a BB gun or two, and I'm telling you, I ain't never shot at no airplane, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't do nothing to it. Probably couldn't even get up that high. So, did they use BB guns?
No, they didn't use BB guns. They used shoulder-fired missiles. Yeah, so there's that. But Trump did say that luckily we rescued the pilots, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But, but Trump said they did. I heard him myself. They only got BB guns left.
No, shoulder-fired missiles. But Trump said luckily we rescued all the pilots, and you know, if Israel hadn't killed all the negotiators, well, I'll tell you who's been a good negotiator, and that is this Trump. He's got that kind of aura of the art of the deal kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
How so? Cause I know he had a TV show, and he wrote a book about negotiations, but I ain't seen it so far. So could you explain that to me, please?
Well, Israel killed Iran's negotiators. So negotiations failed somehow, and the fighting continued.
Well, what the actual F is wrong with Israel? Can somebody please explain it to me in language I can understand?
That he's such an incredibly good negotiator that he can negotiate with basically nobody. Yeah, and always get what he wants. The art of the deal kind of aura, he's got going on. That's persona because he had that TV show kind of thing, and he's just got it going on. So in early April, Trump said that if Iran does not reopen the Strait of Hormuz, he's going to knock them back into the Stone Age. Take that, puppy.
Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good threat there, right there. That's pretty good. Telling them they're gonna go back to the Stone Age and cease to exist as a civilization and all. So then, how did Iran respond to that? Just exactly right there, because you threaten kill my whole family, and I'm gonna get all flustered up in your face probably.
Get this, they did not reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh, well, that's just great, isn't it?
But hey, then this awesome negotiator turned up the heat by saying that if you don't reopen the Strait of Hormuz, our whole civilization will die by tonight and never to be brought back again. That's what he said. Yeah, now that's going to have an effect. Watch this.
Okay. Well, that's a pretty good threat there. Stone Age. I don't know what I want to live there, because wouldn't have no big screen TV to watch the wrestling on, and I wouldn't have no beer. Yeah. I'd miss my Chevy truck, my 77 70 truck. That is.
Game, set, match, right there.
Well, I'll tell you what. That's a pretty serious there kind of thing to say to someone, that you're going to wipe out his entire family. I don't know that I'd take that too well. To me, that'd be fighting words right there. That's what that'd be.
Nope, no, because it was just a saying. He didn't really mean it. Just like he didn't mean the 48 hours, and then the 5 days, and then the 10 days, and however many days it's been now.
Well, now wait a minute. That's a threat there, and that's coming from a world leader, because that there Trump, it's like, don't they say he's the most powerful man in the world? And when he says something like that, you kind of gotta put some weight behind it. You know what I'm saying to you? So I don't know. That sounds like a threat of genocide out there. It does to me.
No, it's just a negotiating contract. Tactic commonly used. I use it all the time. I once was thinking of buying a house, and the people didn't see the market downturn, and they wanted to stick on their price, and I explained to them, the market has turned, and you've got to take this lower price for this house because I want it. And they said no, and so I said, well, I'm going to burn your house to the ground, and they didn't like that. They called the police, and
Alrighty. Now, did you get that there house? Did they do what you asked them to on it?
Well, you know, I had to go talk to the police about it, and they weren't real happy. But hey, you know, it did work for Trump, and he got a ceasefire deal out of it, and Iran opened up the Strait of Hormuz. We won. It's clear, we won.
All right, so that's great news, and the fighting's over, right? We can all go back to our big screen TVs and our WWF. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you for that.
No, Israel immediately broke the ceasefire, and it all went to hell in a handbasket, and we're back in the war.
Well, now, doggone it, just what the actual F is wrong with that there Israel? I'm asking you, because I don't understand it. You say you want peace, but you go around blowing people up. That don't sound like right to me. Every time someone says, okay, I'm done fighting you, I let my hands off of them, you know? I didn't just keep on hitting them. It just didn't seem right. Once they said, I'm done, no, then I'm done too. That just there makes fair sense to me.
Yeah, you know, our greatest ally ever, and Iran, they immediately reclosed the Strait of Hormuz. Go figure.
Okay, so tell me this. How's we ever supposed to end this here war? How?
Yeah, you know, it ends when we can get Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. See that's a clear line of it ending. Clearly, if we you know, destroy Iran and get them to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, you can declare total victory. Yep.
Well, now you done got me more confused now. So wasn't this here Strait of Hormuz open before the war started? Correct me if I'm wrong here on this. And like the reason it was closed because of the war was started, right?
Yes. The Strait of Hormuz was open before the war started. Yes, it was.
Okay, and then the reason we're in this war, we say, is to get the Strait of Hormuz open, right?
Yeah, that's correct. You're tracking.
Well, just what the actual F? None of it makes no sense to me at all.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, are we actually supposed to be this dumb? I mean, someone answer that question for me, please. That's a legitimate question. Are we supposed to be that dumb? I mean, you know, I've been called a rock before, but gosh, I understand it. This is what we're doing just seems stupid to me. I don't get it. The whole world's just going to hell. And there don't seem to be no really good reason for it. I know. They can't have no nuclear weapon, but didn't their leadership come out and say they don't want those weapons because it's a crime against humanity and all that there? And, you know, they ain't never really built one. I remember way back when some senator standing up there and saying 5 to 7 years they'd have it. Well, that was what, 50 years ago now? They ain't got it. What are they, stupid people? Nah, wait a minute. I remember somewhere reading that the Persians have, they trade back and forth with the Chinese, who are the smartest people on earth every year. They got them their really high IQ stuff, so I don't think that's it. Maybe it is. Maybe they're too smart for their own good. You know what I'm saying? I think I need a haircut. But you know, doggone it. It seems to me like, you know, if I needed a lawnmower to mow my lawn and show my other neighbors just how powerful I am, and I ain't got no lawnmower, I'd go over next door and borrow Leroy's lawnmower and give them a case of Coors or something. Maybe a 6-pack. But I think Leroy will give them just one beer. And I'd mow my lawn all purty. And, you know, so why wouldn't them there Iranians go next door to Pakistan and just say, hey, we got oil, we'll trade you for nukes, and then they'd have nukes? Am I the only one in the room that sees that? I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess I am supposed to be that dumb. I ain't got a lot of sense, but I got some common sense, I guess. So all I can say to you out there is God bless you all. I mean that in the most sincere way possible. I hope God pours his blessing out on your family and protects you through all this. And, he might show you a way to help protect your family, and it might have something to do with that right there. Don't know for sure. I ain't no financial advisor, that's for darn sure. And I ain't got no financial advice, but I can tell you, all these things going on in the world today is about to get really ugly. And if you don't do something to protect your family, you might not have any family left. And family is important. It's really important. So I pray that God blesses your family. And yeah, that's what I got for you. So, take care. And I think I'm going to go for a walk now.
Okay, well, now you understand it all clearly, and keep paying your taxes, because it gets you such productive things like the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, which will lead to economic disaster for the entire world and probably famine. Your tax dollars at work. Hey, do you know that you can always write an extra check to Uncle Sam and just gift it to him? Yeah, you might want to think about that. You might want to think about it and then not do it. Okay, well, so ends our episode of world travesty and stupid people doing stupid things. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. It is satire, but it's also the reality of the world and how things work. Share it with everybody you know. Please. Drop a comment down below. It really helps the channel. It helps the channel grow. So please consider subscribing to the channel. Why? Maybe because that big, beautiful cloud right there asked you to do so. And every once in a while, stop and pick up a pine cone just because. So yeah, subscribe, like, share, hit notifications, all those good things. And God bless you and your family, and cling to him in these trying times, because everybody else is just a shyster. I'm out.